Hey, how you doing? My name is Garrett Moore. I'm the founder and creative director of Swank Cartel, which is actually a mobile apparel app. And basically, the reason I'm coming to you via video right now is to let you know a little bit about myself, a little bit about what we're trying to do with Swank Cartel, where we're taking it in the future, and what's coming down the pipes, and also a little bit about the version that's up right now, so that way you can understand why it's so different. All right. Well, first off, I want to tell you a little bit about myself and my background. Since the age of 9 years old, I've actually wanted to design clothes. That's all I've ever done. Literally, since a kid, I just had a knack for it. I thought that anything I could do with what I could put on was fresh. I mean, even when I was looking like a damn fool, my parents was like, you're not going outside like that. At least they let me go out and play looking crazy. And it was great because what it did was it opened me up to fuller expression and actually knowing that, hey, even as long as I thought I would look great, it was cool, man. And then like when grade school hit, I ran into like this old like Bill Cosby sweater like era where that's all I was rocking, and things was real funny and fresh. Like, I mean, it was fresh to me, but I looked kind of like older than the other kids and things of that nature. It's like I was dressed in slicker. And the thing that made that so parallel was when Kanye West called fire. He had a video called Selfish, and he had on like blazers and sweaters and things of that nature. And I was in college, and this is like around like a really big backpack rap hip hop things was in, and I noticed right there on the spot that's my style on TV. And basically it just happened from there. It's like, okay, all right, you're doing something right. I started designing clothes for my friends, and we would go to like different colleges, and we'd be like wearing like ripped up jeans with actual like color in them. I would actually like use fabric glue because I didn't know how to sew at the time. And like at the time I was at UC, and I went to UC to actually go there to go to the design school. But the design school didn't take me because of grades. I guess they think grades and creativity equal better results. Well, it didn't matter anymore. I utilized this thought process, which basically they talk about in The Secret. I manifest the whole thought process of going to FIT. And before I knew it, I had a girlfriend who actually had ties to New York. And before I knew it, I actually was in New York, and I was on 27th Street, which 27th and 7th, which is FIT's campus. Didn't get to go into the building that day, but I went into the museum. From that day, I just kept picturing being in that museum, picturing being on that street. Months later, I'm actually in the classroom. Down the line, I graduated, went from the school, went to Radio City Music Hall, and history was made. I was in the fashion industry. I've been in the fashion industry for 10 years now. Well, the past going on 4 years, I've actually been doing freelancing, but I've also been working on my own brand, which was a brand by the name of Pills. I kept running into hard walls, basically because of the name being Pills. It's still for people inspired, loving life and style, but it's a acronym, and a lot of times people don't like acronyms. Well, or they don't want to think. So I had to figure out what can we do that can allow an independent brand to get out there, go national, not just be in their region. And I came up with the brand Swank Cartel, which I thought was amazing too. And it got thought of like a boutique in Detroit thought it was great. But the thing is, again, you're sending samples and things of that nature, trying to form a relationship. And it's like you're taking, as a designer, you're taking all the risks because you're like the little guy in the relationship. Well, now, with Swank Cartel as an app, you really don't have to worry about that. As an independent designer, you can actually spread your word, saying nationwide. And the beautiful thing is, people can actually see it. Everything about what you do, all your social media and everything is all in one place. And that right there just sets things apart. And that's why Swank Cartel is so different and so amazing. Before I let you guys go, I just want to ask you one quick question. When you think about fashion, think about the age you was when you fell in love with it. How old was you? See, I was 9 years old. And so basically what we're doing is we're thinking like, hey man, we know that this is a fundraiser, but we want to make it for the love of fashion. So therefore, we're saying the age you was for it when you love fashion, that's what we only want you to contribute. So basically, I would contribute $9, but I like all the perks, so I probably contribute, whatever. I mean, I'm a little biased, but I definitely want the jacket. I have the jacket. $150 for that fleece jacket. That's amazing. That's a great price. I really would have to charge a little bit more, but anywhere New York LLC, it's no taxes or anything that's under $115. But that's all I wanted to say, man. So think about that. Read over the campaign, and man, we look forward to your contributions, and we want to thank you so much. Swank Cartel, this is Garrett S. Moore. I'm signing out. Again, when you look at the blog and you look at everything and you look at the blog entries and you see head of the family, you're talking to them. Have a great day.